Now what's going to happen is scrape these trays of the tomato. It was a tomato sauce from tomatoes that we had bought from a local farmer, he kind of sells fruit on the side of the road, so we're just scraping that all into there. We had, I think I did 2 jars in each tray, except for one tray I split. There was like an extra one, so I split that one in between the last 2. I kind of just, you know, split it up so it wouldn't overflow. And yeah, it's still light and airy. Everything is really, really dry, so that is going to make it easier to, I mean, we're carrying 1 jar that basically can be reconstituted into several jars, or tablespoons, teaspoons. And this is the last batch to go into the blender. And then next we are going to be doing eggs, correct?
Broth.
Broth. We're going to be doing broth. We have chicken broth, we have a ham broth, and a turkey broth that we had from, you know, Thanksgiving dinners and turkey dinners and ham dinners and stuff. We just save the bones, boil it down, and just make a nice broth. You see how full it is? Watch what happens when he turns it on. Yeah, just like that, it's a powder. It's gone. But that's all good. And the flavoring of this, it's just like you picked the tomato off the vine. It is just like the freeze drying really enhances and intensifies that flavor. It's really amazing. You would think that, oh no, because of all the freezing and drying and all that, it would, you know, take a lot of that flavor. Just the opposite. It totally makes it so much stronger. We have also done some other freeze drying. We have done some bananas, and we've done some candies that we did with our grandson Caleb. There was Skittles we did, and we did, what were those things called? Airheads? Yeah, Airheads, and we cut them up small, and they puffed up like cute little pillows. It was just something fun to do. And we've done asparagus, we've done mushrooms. There was a couple other things we did here and there. We have plenty of stuff to do, so these cute little jars, I mean, right there is probably, I would say, at least 15 tomatoes. Would you?
No idea.
You only need like a tablespoon of this and to reconstitute it into some kind of a sauce or a flavoring. And you probably, you know, you could just keep adding water, make a tomato juice if you wanted it, or tomato paste. You just add a little bit of water and it will just suck it up so quickly.
Smaller jar.
That's great. That'll work out really good. Do you want me to? I was thinking maybe that was wet in there or something. But we sprung a leak.
Bring Mylar and couple out, see if it does a difference.
Okay. But you can kind of see it's just powdery. It's very cool. There's nothing in here. Oh, wow. Yep, definitely. Tastes just like tomato. That's all. It's like I'm eating a tomato. Amazing. Wow. Now these are oxygen absorbers. And these will keep, if there's any moisture in the jar, these will help absorb it so that anything that's in the jars won't either rot or clump together or get hard. So we put them in there, and almost everything that we have done so far, we have put them in there. You know, you don't want the wetness in there because that'll spoil your food. Was that all you were doing? Was one?
Two. We'll see if it made a difference.
Oh, gotcha. He put one in here without me telling him. What the heck? You know, see, there's one in here. You just seal the jar. Now we will put these jars in vacuum sealer, and it'll seal them up nice and tight, airtight, and this will last for several years, and like 15, 20 years. Yeah, it's definitely worth the investment to do this because we can save food for a long time. Especially, you know, everybody's prepping these days. We're not preppers by any means, but we do enjoy this kind of stuff, and apparently you don't tell people that preparing food for the future is a hobby because they get all bent out of shape about that. So, but we just like to do stuff like this, you know, and it's we've been canning and dehydrating for several years. So this here it's just a new form of preserving food. So very exciting. Okay, so let me show you what he's doing over here. Okay, let me take you over here. Excuse the house. This is our Backmaster sealer, and he's got 2 of the jars in there, and that is sucking all the air out. Sorry for the lighting. I'm kind of new at this, so. And there you go. Don't even need a lid on. You can look at the jar, and it's sealed, and that'll last for a really long time. We're doing an experiment to see if the ones that have the OA, which is oxygen absorber, and the ones not, to see if there's really a big difference in how long they'll last or if they'll keep better. They probably won't last that long, but just trying to do some different things anyway. So yeah, how long did that take? About 30 hours?
Yes, but we put it on extended the dry time so we didn't have to do it late last night.
Yeah, I mean, we could have done it yesterday, but because the freeze dryer had stopped, it had done its cycle, and then plus an extra 12 hours just for reassurance. And so we did that so that we didn't have to wake up so early and get motivated. We like our coffee in the morning.
One didn't seal.
Okay, one did not seal, but you know, that's what happens. A lot of times you'll have them that don't seal, and you just reseal it. But yeah, so this here, like I said, that was 6 jars that, you know, this size jars of liquid are now even smaller, but you can still use it for the same amount of stuff, or even less, because sometimes you want a little more tomato-y pop and sometimes you want less. So it just depends on what you're using it for in the recipe. And we will take these on the road with us so that we can add some tomato flavoring to rice or, you know, stews, soups, whatever. You can use it for making taco seasonings. Just add a little, you know, chili powder and some paprika and, you know, spices. There's no salt in this. This is organic because they're organic tomatoes. And if that pleases you. We really, you know, we're not really big into what's organic and what's not, although we would rather have something organic. But with the price of everything going up, yeah, it's just not happening. So, okay, we are going to clean up this mess, and we are then going to put some beef and, or some ham, some chicken and turkey broth in the freeze dryer for the next couple of days and let that do the same thing that this did, and then we'll reprocess that. And I'll bring you back then. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day.